What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all the Sagittariuses out there with me today. I got a new setup. I'm sort of transitioning into a different living space, so bear with me here. But the sound is good. I got wood floors everywhere, so it sounds better. Anyway, what's up, Sagittarius? We're going to do a fun little mini love spread for you. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone coming in. This could also be someone that you already know, maybe an ex, maybe someone from your past, as the Six of Cups is wanting to show itself with the Star card. So potentially an Aquarius from your past, though it doesn't have to be. That was just randomly the bottom of another deck that I haven't shuffled yet, but that's a message for one or two of you. Saggies and Aquarius. Anyway, so everything about this video will be down in the description box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I am the Intuitive Teacup on, some of you are dealing with another Saggy or a Cancer. Some of you may be traveling to go see another Sagittarius or vice versa. Cancer could be coming to see you, Sagittarius. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, subscribe wherever you can, including on this video here. That helps me a whole lot. Helps this channel gain traction, gain momentum, etc. Let's switch decks. Oh wow, these two wanted to be seen. Seven of Swords and the King of Cups. So yeah, some of you are dealing with a water sign. Again, particularly a Cancer. That maybe the Cancer or the water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces ran off, but there may be some sort of reconciliation or reconnection there. I say that just because of all these cards of the past and something with a little bit of heartbreak, a little confusion. But anyway, I'm wanting to begin your reading already because all the cards are flying out. Couple more shuffles. As always, guys, my little disclaimer here on YouTube. These are general messages. Not everything I say will resonate. It's up to you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, knowing not everything I say will be your message. Use your own discernment, your discretion. Take away messages that motivate you, inspire you, speak to you, confirm something you were already feeling, or the opposite, illuminate you to perhaps something you couldn't see before. All right, those are all the rules. 3 more cards and we'll hop in. For Sagittarius, Sagittarius in love. 1, 2, 3. All right, boom, we'll take it. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. So a brand new start, a brand new beginning. This is a card of Aries and sometimes Aquarius for me, so we'll keep that in mind. And so new communications. This can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. It's conversations, ideas, epiphanies, communications. But you're headed off in, I want to say, a new direction. But what's interesting, what's under it is the reunion you've been working towards. Or a get-together or a celebration, putting time and effort and energy into bringing joy and peace. And almost this could be like a peace offering to someone maybe from your past who perhaps they were a little bit guarded with this nine of wands here. But there's some sort of breakthrough that I think is happening. I'm sort of seeing a parting of the clouds of sorts. So all right, let's hop into your actual reading here. So someone with this, it's sometimes this can be the liar, cheater, thief card. So particularly involving a water sign, there could have been a water sign that you didn't see as being the most faithful. It's not always that, though. 7 of Swords is indecision, at least for me as a reader. It's options, right? Any 7 in tarot is an option. This is the do I stay or do I go? But what's interesting is this person has packed up some of their swords, but not all of them. So I always see this as leaving almost as they say, a door open so that you could always go back through if you wanted it to. It's almost like I'm going to leave a few things here so if I needed to revisit it later, it's almost like you can't take it at this time. So purposefully or just by default, something needed to stay, potentially something about a Libra, a 2 of Swords. Doesn't have to be, but it's almost like this person, probably your water sign, had to flee and go elsewhere, or maybe if this is romantic, it didn't work out for some reason, but they still, literally their thoughts, their swords still take them back to that time with you, Sagittarius, so that's very interesting. So let's look at your person first. So again, if you don't have a person, this could represent someone that you haven't met yet, or maybe someone from the past. So their overall energy is very conflicted. 5s in tarot are agents of change and conflict and confusion. Here it's how much energy they're willing to put into something. It can also be feeling like one is really exhausted, overexerting themselves, or it's the idea of competition, vying for your attention, fighting to be seen, fighting to be in, I heard in the limelight or in the spotlight, something like that. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of confusion. It could be that they're surrounded by many people, though. I don't know what that's like in quarantine, but maybe they're with their family or their siblings or their roommates. There's a lot of action, a lot of energy going on there. So in their headspace, though, I do like this when they're able to escape from all this craziness. Maybe this is just their job keeping them busy and, working around the clock. When they are sort of in their state of peace, potentially, when they go to sleep at night, Four of Swords does indicate rest, meditation, putting your thoughts to bed to rest. Because it's coming up in their headspace, I do think they're thinking about you. And I say that because what leads right into it is your card. Temperance. It's all about internal balance. It's about having patience. This can certainly be a card indicating like spirit guides are around them. They can also indicate that they're thinking quite literally about you, Sagittarius. For a lot of you, they're thinking about traveling to see you. So whether you live at a distance or, across the street, they think about moving towards you. This is a card of victory. So to me, it's very positive. I don't think this person sees you as someone that they absolutely despise, because why would they be watching this tarot video, right? This is probably for the cross watchers. Though I will say sometimes the energies can be reversed. I think this person thinks about you and they want to move towards you. So again, it could be a Sagittarius as well as someone who may have strong Cancer in their chart. Cancer could be their sun, but they could have a Cancer moon or something like that. These are both very positive cards. They both talk about balance, patience, but also the Chariot isn't driven with tight restraints with our hands pulling the reins back. It's about driving it internally with your mind. It indicates for this to be a card of victory and forward movement, one must remain internally balanced, have those black and white energies representing our internal balance, right in check with each other, even keeled. That's what allows the Charioteer to move forward. It's considered the card of Cancer because the Chariot always brings us home, wherever that destination is. That doesn't have to literally mean, the place you grew up or, your childhood home, right? Whatever that is, it brings you home. It brings you to where you want to be, whom you want to be with, whose arms or whose angel wings you want like wrapped around you. So, this is very positive to me, Sagittarius. I apologize, I'm coughing so much. With the sun rising up ahead, that's always very positive. This is also called a card of healing. It can sometimes be alchemy too, mixing up the ingredients, trying to get something to move forward in a new way. This does feel like a revival, and even if you are still with your person, could also indicate that maybe you guys have just kind of hit a plateau in terms of like, you wake up every day, you go to work, you do this, you do that, but it's a little bit dull, it's a little bit boring. This could indicate, getting your, literally driving, right? The Chariot, getting like your sex drive back. Could indicate bringing healing and like some much needed like excitement and passion and rejuvenation to a relationship. So your person's overall action card, though, if this had come up in their action card, I would have been like, yes, that's awesome. This is literally an action card, right? In their action, though, this person needs to do is probably focus on self-healing, or again, potentially if this is already an established relationship, work on healing what's between you. You do have several cards indicating Libra to me too. So something about this may involve a Libra. Maybe there was third-party activity with a Libra. It certainly doesn't have to be, right? Don't make that your story if it's unfamiliar. But yeah, as I was saying, something about the parting of gray clouds to make room for the sun. The sun is dawning. The sun is like coming up in the background. It's like, but we got to get it to the forefront, and that's what this is. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, this is reconciling something, that there is love and there is joy here, but someone has hesitation or pause about letting the other person back in. So it could be that maybe this went through like a bit of a bumpy situation, and maybe there were some, nasty words spoken, or someone got heartbroken, right? But Queen of Wands, yeah, I think that's you. Whether you're male or female, Sagittarius, that's your element, that's your fire. I think you would be passionate or excited to get something up and running. For some of you, though, this could represent a new beginning with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I don't know, Sagittarius. This says to me that you have your defenses up. You might be blocking this person and waiting for something new. It could be that if this person from the past is still thinking about you, and maybe there was some fighting that happened between you, some of my Sagittarians may be looking for something brand new, and they're going out and like mixing it up with new people because they are looking to start something brand new. Others of you, I do think this could represent going back to someone from your past who, again, wants to move forward with you. They want there to be like some sort of victory between the two of you. So let's look into what the universe wants you to see about this, Sagittarius. So your energy is presenting as the world. So yeah, doesn't surprise me. You're closing out a cycle. I think a lot of my Sagittarians are forward focused. It's more your water sign is the one that it's almost like something about staking their claim or leaving their mark on something. So if they needed to return to it, it's almost, not to be super gross, but it's almost like the way like a dog will pee on something to like claim it as theirs. Like, oh, I've been there, that's mine. That's sort of what I get in there, like the bright yellow card, right? That's sort of what I'm getting this water sign did in some capacity with you. They may have even purposely left something at your house or at your home so that they would have to call you and be like, hey, can I pick up that last box? But on the inside, what I think this person wants is to heal something. Whatever is kind of, whatever needs to be healed or reworked between you, I think this person is extremely determined to make that happen, Sagittarius. You are the one that I think has more doubt or more obstacles up. I don't think you're as open as free to I have to say, to revisit the past. Something about looking back in the past gives you anxiety, and yeah, boom, it has to do with this person, absolutely, because it's showing up in both your heart spaces. Could very well have to do with a Pisces. I was definitely getting a lot of water sign energy here. King of Cups. Chariot to me is usually a Cancer card. It can sometimes indicate Scorpio as well. So yeah, with the moon, I am very much getting water signs. So in your headspace, what are you thinking? I'm hearing that you'd rather rough it alone. You'd rather go through the motions even if it's more challenging, if it means that there's going to be more peace on the other side. I sort of see this as you're not afraid of a challenge, Sagittarius, which I mean, that in itself is bad energy. It can be that you may also be worried about your finances. Again, fives in tarot, awkward numbers, right? Change, chaos, all that good stuff. This specifically has to do with pentacle energy, so it can be a loss of finances, hardship on the job front. You may just be quite focused on your house, on building, on repairs, on this, that, and the other thing. But with this, I mean, there's salvation behind you in the church if you could recognize it. So you may be making something more hard on yourself than you realize. I will probably clarify that because I'm not getting too much from it. Oh, but you know what, though? It's falling under your person's headspace where at night they think about you, those Three of Swords, right? There they are. This person's trying to heal as well from this. What I think you both return back to is the chaos that happened between you, the things that were never reconciled, the things that are the way fives are, they're still kind of awkward between you, maybe things that happened that were never addressed. I think you guys went through something difficult together. So then showing up in, oh, this is so cute, showing up in your heart space, Sagittarius, is the Queen of Cups. For me, that's again, water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, specifically Cancer, and it's coming up right under the Chariot, again, a card of Cancer and you. So you may have like a Cancer moon or a Cancer rising. If not, your person may have very strong Cancer in their chart, and that's what in their heart, they hold a space for you and them, potentially. This is saying that in your heart space, you definitely hold love for a water sign. Now, I will say with the moon coming up and the King of Cups, and actually the King of Cups twice, you may have multiple water signs that, you may be looking to start anew with. There could be third-party activity here too. And again, don't make it your story if it's not, but you have several cards indicating this one or that one, this way or that way. So it could be that you're trying to really start fresh, start anew, and to not look back on the past. Yeah, you both have a lot of mirroring qualities. So at very minimum, I would say this is probably a twin flame relationship. You do have King of Cups twice too, and I haven't even gotten there yet, but you have the Three of Swords twice. Yeah. So underneath the Magician, the master manifester is the Sun. So it could be that your person is trying to manifest you back into their life or vice versa. It seems like there might be some sort of success there for all my people who are looking back on a past relationship and wondering if it could be. This could even indicate someone that you have children with, Sagittarius, like the child and the mother, or vice versa, the father and the child. It doesn't have to be. It could also indicate that this person sees you as the future mother or the future father of their children, right? They see you as kind of a happy family. Again, a card of Cancer, and this to me is such a Cancerian card too because it's the mother. Could also indicate that there's a Leo somewhere. There's a lot of zodiac signs coming up. Taurus, Libra. There was a lot of Libra energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Leo. They're all here, right? The reason why I mentioned the whole family dynamic too is frequently for me as a reader, the King and Queen of Cups can very much be family-oriented water signs. So this could indicate husband and wife type energy too. Whether you're male or female, it's not so much about the gender, it's about the pairing of their element. So what's coming up in your heart space is the queen. What's coming up in your action is the king, that is the divine pairing. So I have to be honest, right? You know, these can absolutely be same-sex couple readings, but in this spread in particular, Sagittarius, this does seem like a male-female dynamic, the way it's like, well, this person is my heart, so I'm going to take the action to be that person for them. Again, even if you are a female Sagittarius, I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's not limited by gender. It has to do with the pairing. So, I mean, if this does indicate a pairing with a Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio, I think a lot of you are still going to entertain that. The only kind of wackiness in that is that you might be dealing with multiple water signs. I am sort of getting that. You have multiple cards of Cancer, though, specifically. You have the High Priestess again. So, it could also have been that maybe your water sign, I don't know if it was necessarily infidelity, but your water sign may have had options as well, and yet, as I was saying, they still hold a place for you in their heart, quite literally with this. It could be that they've always planned to return to that one day and maybe settle something with you. That Two of Swords, it's like the blocking or the... it's like the lack of desire to see things with clarity, you know, to block somebody out, to avoid a conversation. I actually think even just in terms of offering some sort of spiritual healing, you guys may reconnect in a way that allows you to speak your truth and maybe express some ideas or some conversation about some very heavy things that transpired between you, so that you can get out of this like awkward stage that I think, because it's coming up in the mental sector, you both are thinking about it, but it's almost like, here's what this is. I think it's almost like the expression, it's like the elephant in the room. There were things that were never said that just by addressing them and coming to some sort of matching cups, it would allow you to it would allow you to grow and thrive and develop in ways that you haven't been able to before, whether that's together or individually. Because whether you want to reconcile with this person or not, you have new blessings coming in, and this is a love reading, right? So this says to me, you have new people wanting to express communication to you, whether that's, you know, romantic flirtations or this or that. There's positive change happening here, but either way, I don't think it happens without revisiting maybe something from the past that it's a little awkward. You're probably not really stoked to have to go back and do this, but if it means reconnecting with the person that you're still holding in your heart space, I actually think it could be very positive. All right, Sagittarius, I think that's what I got for you. And yeah, and then you have the card of emotional options, the Seven of Cups. That's what I'm sensing. It's not very black and white of this person and that person. There's a few key players in here. Water signs, again, are coming up very predominantly. But again, also, you could be dealing with a Leo. You could, I mean, fire and water is quite prevalent. And again, maybe some air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, not as heavy there, but you know, everyone's story is a little bit different. That's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye.